Hola! Welcome, Matafino! Hell yeah, Wildermyth! Yeah! We got enough votes in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, this is why I say, join the Discord. Because when I injure myself horribly in bike accidents and then need to change up all of my plans, I will ask you for input as to what games you would want to see that I can use with, like, one hand turn-based because I'm really hurt. Oh. But I just got some Tylenol and I guess I'm ready to go. Some muscle relaxants to try and help my shoulder, and we've got a little bit of Wildermyth. There is the new roguelike mode. But I kind of want to just do a campaign. Now that it doesn't matter, you tied up the vote. Looking NetHack and the clowns. I see. How about I'm gonna remove my votes from those so that it doesn't look like I ignored somebody. Then it doesn't make me look bad in my Discord. The roguelike mode is pretty sweet. Is it? I always like the storytelling side of this game. Like, the thing that I really... I don't know. The thing that I thought was the most unique and cool about this game was this side of things, right? Like, getting all the little story pieces of your characters. So, like, does Omen Road still hit that? I feel like it's harder with a shorter campaign, maybe? Damn it. The game is also a pretty good tactical game, but yeah, there's none of the story stuff. Fair enough. And, like, it's a good addition to the game, but I kind of wanted to do, like, an actual run-through again. Although I did forget, yeah, that I haven't actually... Oh, how much is Omen Road? Omen Road is $12.99. Okay. I'm just thinking that I might just... Maybe I just buy the bundle now. Because I actually forgot I didn't get the armor ones either. That ended just as I was, like, winding down my second campaign of this game. Didn't really want to spend money. Well, I'm still waiting for the ambulance bill, but that's alright. I do want this, though. The hell? Why can I not... Cannot continue to payment. Is it just because I have this open, or what? That might, in fact, be the case. No. What the hell? Oh, I see what was going on. It added two of the same thing, essentially. It added, instead of just a bundle, it added a bundle and the one solo thing. And I didn't really clue into that. Alright, there we go. Now, we have the DLC. Easy. Yeah, I kind of assumed there'd be the story events in some capacity. A little sad they removed it entirely. I like this too, just like the little flourish of these are all old adventures that we've had. Speaking of, I did put in a little 1,000-point reward for somebody who would like to name our first character here. God, I don't even know what we've done yet. I don't think we did Sun Swallower's Wake. That's Legacy Heroes, though. Okay. Moonstruck Journey Through Tragedy and Time. I don't think I did this one. I don't remember this. You're in. All right. What would you like the next character to be named? Just Madu? Okay. Because it doesn't have to be your name is the thing. If I check my legacy, I can see what campaigns my heroes have been involved in. Sure. Good call. I've only done Enduring War and Age of Ulstrix. Yeah, probably. I might have lost some of the other ones or something. God, I really thought I did all the Bones of Summer. Huh. Sure. Well, this one sounded interesting. I'm gonna do this. Alright, customize difficulty. Right. Carved in stone. All progress is autosaved and game over is final. Yes, we did that. Pick mods. Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I actually have any mods. Wow. There's so much to this game. Adventure is standard. Tragic is nasty. Walking lunches, well, you know. Why would it be custom? God, we did something where I had one harder than the other, I guess? God, I can't remember why I did that. Well, let's just do... Been a while. We could just do adventure. Why not just have a fun one? I'm hurt anyways. I gotta enjoy myself, right? Let's just have a fun one. Alright, we got Madu. Party select. We need to grab a new character then? Or like change Malrin or Milena. Sure. Matu Mead. Yeah, the difficulty is really neat, how granular it can be. I guess that we have two characters to name right away. This is all great, too. I always forgot about all the, like, customization you can do. Kind of like our medieval Shaggy here. Just hit random 3 times? You'd like random 3 times? Alright, we can do random. Like, I guess this would change the name, though, right? That only changed the name. Yeah. Lower. There's the reroll. God. Okay, I was looking for it. There's everything. Alright. Reista Glumleap. I do wish they would show you what the voices were. Like, can't really know when it doesn't give you an example. Alright, we got Madumede. We could make an Archibald Von Geef. Yeah, the classic aloof coward. Well, now it's Cowardly Goofball. I like that we have just both cowards. Everyone's a coward in this. Alright. We need another name. Got one more. We could do a Geef. You're only about 8k more points from a thing. I just wanted it to be a points thing so that it was easy enough for somebody to, like... We didn't just get a bunch of them at the same time. A goofy coward and a cowardly goof. Yes. A tough line. It's on cooldown. Is it? There. Now it shouldn't be. Alright, we'll random 3 times. I think that's a good one. Oh, now we have the Glumleaps. They got a Glumleap. And we've got an Aloof Ball again. Ow. That was smart. I'll just wrap my knuckles underneath the desk. Oh. I'm gonna be doing this a lot, just kinda... How do I lay that I'm not bothering all of my various injuries? Alright, freebie, just yell a name at me. We could name them Aloof Ball. Oh man, we can't give her like a really cool mustache. Alright, fine. Fred Durst. Thank you, 200 SC. Perfect. Alright, we have Fred Durst. You're mostly unsure if you're already in my legacy. You will be in my legacy already, yes. Let me just see, like, if we go pick from legacy. I swear we had a Ghidorah. Huh. Okay. Bullroth. There we go. Ghidorah Greedwagon. Yep. That's the one. There's Bolsha, Esco. We still have Sepphoris. Sentinel and Living Hearth, huh? You don't have to use your name 200cc SC. God, yeah, you could just stay on the down low if you don't want us all to know that you're Fred Durst. Good point. I like the, like, return strike stuff. Growing the lands. Memories and dreams, those lightless gleams that our eyes seek unfinding. They take us from tables and summon us home, warmly felt and ever fading. Prodigal child of Sherford returns a grown man. He comes home with fond thoughts as the afternoon fades. Imagine if I never left. Married some farm girl, maybe Gwetta Snowling, built a house with her, set my arm on fire. Swords has no plan to stay. Squelch. Can you be petting like that? You're gonna get bacon at the end of this. He seeks a certain book from the famed Sherford Library. One he's found before and never long forgets. Well, I did it. I counted exactly 6 books with moose inside. If you're asking whether I found it rewarding, I'd hoof to say no. Fred and Matthew were sisters. Both possess the mystic's gift. Never read it. It's full of weird things. Neither of them knows it yet. Wow, it is full of weird things. Drawings of nightmare beings haunt every page. Matthew and Fred flip through it. Writing's Kieran, what's it called? Dread Compendium. Perfect. Kieran letters have a pretty shape. Have to admit, kinda odd next to these disgusting roach things. There's a phrase I can parse. A blood-drinking bard of horror and horrors. That is nice. I've been chosen for this, haven't I? They found it for me. Is that Matthew Mead? Folks used to call you Cricket. There you go, Matthew. Hey, Deranged Dan. Yeah, you're one of the legacy characters. Well, listen, ever meet my little sister? I'm Fred Durst. Which campaign is this? A new one. Luna and the Moth, I think? It's one of the Draven. I don't think that Wildermyth was pre-Jeef. I think it was mid-Jeef. Maybe. It might have been. It was close. Yeah, it might have been when I was doing Might and Magic 6. Because remember, 6 had no Jeefs. There was a Jeremy, a Joanne, a Yolanda, and there was Zoltan. Before there was Jeef, there was always a Zoltan. Need what? The book. Forrest takes the book from Matthew's hands and walks out. Wow, what a prick. Alright, this is No, this is Fred's reaction, right? Yeah, this is the reaction of Fred Durst. Which I think... This is Fred's origin story. So obviously a flicker of longing heats in Fred's chest. Fred's into that. Skipping any further reunions, Forrest leaves Sherford in the hour he's returned. Oh, look what you've decided on. I just love books. I gotta get the book back. Raging Toadneck is a good one, yeah. Young, you're warned that anyone might be anyone someday, but that all you bring and all you chase will choose your mapless way. The sun's already low when they embark. Alright. So Forrest is gone, and we're just Fred Durst and Matthew. Gotcha. Huh. Okay. It's an interesting start to the campaign. Got our first one. Yo! Constantine! Good to see you. Oh, Wildermyth! I only have one hand. And I'm also, like, suffering really on my ankle and my shoulder. So I'm really slow. Which I'm guessing you know, because of that doesn't go there. But I don't know for sure. What campaign is this? This is Alune and the Moth? Or Aluna? Something like that. That's the Droven campaign. I've only done 2 of them. I did the... Apparently, I think that I've attempted other ones, but maybe not finished them either by losing, because I do actually have the, like, hardcore mode on. Or, you know, just dropping it or whatever. Well, we were doing Doom Plutonia the way we remember it, and some things we don't remember too well. Ah, okay. I was just wondering, because, that doesn't go there. Could have been... And gore warning for this. Do not click on this if you do not want to see it. I had a bike accident and a pretty nasty hand injury, specifically my finger. So I won't say anything other than that, but I will copy this image link and paste it. And if you would like to look at it, you may, and understand why I am now doing games that I don't need reflexes for. I believe that Ty Tuesday's reaction was... Yeah, I got an ambulance. It hurt. I went and did a wedding the next day. As a wedding photographer. It's not as bad as you anticipated. Fair enough. A lot of people do not like hand stuff. It was just a dislocation, which is funny because I've done a dislocation in this arm a long time ago. Sorry, I've gotten off on a subject. And it was horrific. Like, when the paramedics saw me that time, one of them turned and vomited. Like, it was bad. It was, like, real bad. And that is a lot... Oh, yeah, I got good treatment for both of them so far. Well, this one maybe not so much. But dislocations are a lot better than breaks. Until they're not. Like, it's really weird. Basically, like, a break is always kind of like... There's, like, a range like this, right? And dislocations are like, oh yeah, it can be way easier. Or it can be much, much worse. And it's like, yeah, I've had both now. I've had the like, oh, this is easy. Pop your finger back in. Okay, you're going to be out for 2 weeks. But like, yeah, you know, we're not going to like, we don't even really need a lot of anesthetic for it. Which they didn't give me a whole lot. To like, okay, we're going to put you under for basically surgery. Because you're going to need like a year and a half of physio for this. Anyway, thankfully this is the, like, hopefully I'm better in about a month kind of injury rather than the other. Yeah, grave cough. Oh god, and we're being interrupted again. Hi, I'm Ilian. I'm obviously having a time right now. But I do a lot of, like, variety stuff. Mostly older PC games. Doing roguelikes and also ranking DOS games. But I tend to like a lot of, like, strategy and RPGs and all kinds of things like that. Give Kitty a treat, sure. Hand injuries are the things you worry about the most, especially as a streamer. My entire job, both jobs, as a wedding photographer and as a streamer, are me sitting here on a keyboard. So yeah, I getcha. Oh. Here, let me get... Sorry, I'm in a lot of pain, so trying to get these. He knocked them into a weird spot. Alright, bud. You want some treats? You lucky boy. Oh, that wasn't smart. Thankfully, like I said, this is actually, I can like already bend it, kind of, slightly. I know, tap. Gotta be good. Tap. 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 There you go. Tap. Good boy. Yeah, I'm hoping for like no nerve damage and stuff. Tap. Good kitty. Now you're just slapping me. You're not even waiting for the command. That's it. All good. Alright, well, speaking of all good, let's play this game. Mwah. These stories were drafted in trails. Okay. The blood I left on briars. Each moth-blotted figure traced in moon's hand. These stories of mine are transcribed moonlight, but they were invented by my feet. I think Koth was a lot funnier than people give him credit for. It wasn't so bad. Day's walk. Well, quarter day. How far behind would you guess we are? What do you think he thinks of me? Oh, Fred. You know, we have our two main characters here. Matu Mead, named after Chad, and Fred Durst, named after Chad. I wonder, what sent him away? Sepphoris. He was an older teenager when he left. Mom was alive. How young were you? Not that young. Probably. And then, so now what's brought him back? They eventually lie down to sleep. But sleep's elusive on the naked ground. The dew chills their skinny limbs. They stare at the dawn. My neck feels roped to my shoulder. Maybe as our muscles warm up? Sleeping without shelter as a avid camper who just had to cancel my first backwoods backpacking trip of the year because of this. You do not want to sleep on the ground without any shelter. Holy shit, that's gonna fucking suck. And you might go, well, like, it's warm during the day. Like, honestly, at night, like, it being a little cooler is nice. Not nice enough. Very rarely. Even in, like, August, in a lot of places, it's like, oh, fuck no. It's going to only get steeper and further from anywhere they've been. Isn't it nice and quiet? Except us. Doesn't take long for Sepphoris to realize he's being followed. Oh, these dipshits. He drives a harder pace. But the sisters Durst prove persistent. God damn it. Thank you, 200C. Good name. It was lucky that we had Fred Durst to name himself in our adventures here. Spirited in their pursuit, if not particularly wise. Big fire and getting fucking toasted. It's real good. The 8th day dawns gray. They enter the ruins at noon. Stone walls, flailed at by wind and years, stand stubborn where they were founded. One of the last unburied skeletons of old Kielra. This is Eldstone. Has to be. I remember you wanting to come here back before. We hiked a long way. I bet I could climb a column. Play lookout? I doubt we're catching Sepphoris at this point, right? Should we just think of heading home? See those metal points? Those are for trapping lightning. Kyoran sorcerers. They'd harness it somehow. Think we'll get a storm? Hey, Fred? You read the histories. Remember you had that phrase that phase you claimed you were a Kyoran princess reborn? Uh-oh. Fred's dream. You remember that? Yeah, I was obsessed. So, know the significance of this place? What even was it? A temple? Well, Eldstone was a whole settlement, they think. You know how you hear about the knights, castles, lords and all? A lot of that's Cure, I guess. Beyond the traditional stuff. What I read, and I did read everything I could find. They were people, like us, but they knew secrets that have long since been lost. Kyoran life remains in most ways a mystery. They built grand halls, keeps, wrote epics, charted stars, made things beautiful things. Many of their stories survive and get put in our language, but a lot of the original meanings are lost. Story, song, and dream. They celebrated these things, but they feared. How do I explain it? It's like they believed deeply in the power of imagining. There's poems that skirt and outline some dreadful idea, some kind of threat. I don't know, but it's assumed they made an awful enemy. I guess I should actually mention what we're playing here. This is Wildermyth. It's an incredible little game. It's a lot of these stories, and the story is really good in this, but it's all proc gen, so obviously, like, this story is scripted, and this is the tutorial start of a campaign, but what will happen is you'll have, like, little stories that get ported into your larger adventure, like at random, so not totally proc gen. The map is generated, things like that. And you change your characters over time, like, it basically influences your character arc throughout, like, the larger story. It's a really neat little thing. And in the meantime, you're actually fighting, like, tactics battles in a little while. And all of these stories that you go on will affect it. And the writing is really good. Like, it wouldn't hold if it wasn't for the fact that the writing is generally quite clever. And, like, it's really good. It's really nice. And now we have Ruins. Have to admit, makes me curious. Makes me sad, too. Mom said we supposedly have a Kyoran bloodline. Pretty sure she was just stoking my imagination, but... Fred Durst, Kyoran princess, god damn it. Wonderful writing, just truly fantastic. The air splits shrilly open. From clattering piles, a creature skitters that's unlike anything they've seen. Twin faces leer. The future forks down two horrible throats. Startled, Fred bends for fallen branch. Matter takes out a soup spoon. Okay. Oh god, right, they're both mystics. So mystics are kind of your caster class. Choose who gets what kind of weapon. God, I can't even remember exactly how that works. It's like two-handed versus one-handed wands, essentially. Something like that. Sure, Fred's got a branch. In that moment, the dormant power in their blood awakens. Yeah, this is the Mystics. Yeah, sorry, Metafino. Fred Durst always ends up being the main character somehow. Advanced interfusions. Oh, yeah. God, I forgot how cool the magic is in this. You're right. It is really neat. You have to put your soul into objects in the world, like destructible objects, and then you can tie your, like, you can make your soul do certain things like explode into fire or all kinds of things like that. Like, form an armor in front of somebody, like, all that kind of thing. So this will let us do another interfusion. This is kind of cool, this Indignance. We could be like a tank mage. There is the possibility to do that kind of thing. It's part of why I really, really love, like, the way the stories influence your character and the other direction is really, really neat. Yeah, mystics are really versatile. Almost everything in this game is. Like, that's part of the fun, is that your characters can sculpt in some really interesting ways, and you're kind of forced to sculpt them. Because, like, Sephoris, if we saw earlier, has, like, an arm that's fire, and it's because they're, like, slowly being claimed by that cursed signet that they have, and it's making them more powerful now as they get, like, fire limbs and can control flame, but it's also, like, slowly draining them. Like, there's all weird shit like that. It's... like, if they fully give in to the flame, they're gone. Something like that. Like, it's really neat. This game is so cool. Infuse blaze on a tile. Earth scribe. Allies may wall with infused objects. Right. God, I forgot about the walling thing. So if you have, like, two... if I remember correctly, it's like you just need two characters side by side, or like they can wall with an interfused object. If you get this, certain things like that. There's like, God, there's also various covers. Oh, it's something. Huh. God, I don't remember enough of this game. Help with more tank type stuff. I like Open Mind a lot, though. It just basically makes us a better caster. And these are our foes. Okay. Rusks. So you can, like, interfuse here. And then we can make it Splinter Blast and explode the tree. Could also interfuse with another thing. I do remember one of the things they have is you'll see, like, these squares, well, diamonds, rather, and they have, like, the smaller diamond inside of them. When they don't have the smaller diamond inside, they won't end your turn, but because we've done enough things, like, those are quick actions to interfuse. Rid of that. Good. And now we have Sephoris. Didn't notice them over here. They should be very, very good. Opposite 2 tiles. Okay. So we can go into Sentinel mode if we want. Alternately, I can just, you know, use my cool fire hand. I want to be able to interfuse. Oh, they also interfuse. Interesting. That's what this enemy type was. So we get a lot of spellcasters, but spellcasters are weaker than normal. Huh. So now if we Splinter Blast, there. So I should be able to move and still discus, I think. Yeah. Want to try and avoid getting hurt, obviously. I know that's kind of obvious, but it's really important not to take damage because you can actually have like all kinds of negative effects and stuff too that'll affect your character forever. This is not the roguelike mode, no. I wanted to do an actual campaign. I haven't finished all the campaigns. And there was even DLC that came out that I didn't get to do anything with. Is there anything else? Wild Grasp, damage 5 range. That's good range, actually. We might be able to get the next one. This is now with the DLC, yeah. I just bought it as we went live. I see. Okay. That at least. Let's go here. We can interfuse with fire, which makes this character really useful. And then we can just send it over there. Oh my god, it's just out of range. Oof. Still block it a little more. I have the armor DLC, yeah. I bought both. Yeah. Alright. Saved our ass. Level 3 is way over leveled for where we're at, which is nice. How's the open mind? Okay, so we want to give Matu... Sure. I wanted to give that to Matu because Matu's kind of set up to be more of like a tank warden or whatever, like a or mystic, right? Sephoris is a warden. The final shriek shakes columns, bounces along causeways as rattling legs shudder still. It's not like power creep or anything, but some of the DLC armors are pretty nice. Sure. Yuck, its belly's bubbling. Wait, and it is bubbling. But hold on, what just happened to us? Are we okay? Is my mind broken, or did we just... Matu and her sister, Fred, right? You attracted their attention, you know? At least I was here to save you. Here, this book's not what I need. Can you just stop and explain? Softest song tickles the ears. A hum so gentle, it sounds like a windy lie. Like boughs groaning in a breeze. Like gaps in walls breathing in a gust. Warrior, hunter, mystic. Sure. Norbrook, Oat. You out there? Sepphoris' shout is warped by sudden, sweet-smelling fog. The fog floats from everywhere, turns archways into ogres, rubble into roaming ooze. Master Oat, please, I'm here! Who are you shouting for, and what... And what are they doing, Fred wonders? Walking? Are they searching? What are they searching for? Master Oat! What are they searching for? The stones and fog and the trees. What are they doing? What are they... I'm walking in the forest. Yeah. What? Tree trunks gather round them like gawkers. Sunbeams stroke their faces. Anyone else having brain problems? I don't know, somehow they... Who's they? Thrixl. There must have been more of them. Okay, and when you say that word, Thrixl, my body hurts. That wasn't me reading the character, that was just me saying. Thrixl, the Thrixl. Remember the book. This book? Yes, the important thing is they're capable of, how do I say it? Capable of captivating the mind. Grounding 3 birds with a glamour, sending them stumbling far to die. The rakish stranger pauses to be seen. How long have they been standing there? He offers some kind of perfunctory salute. Yes, little nest-thrown dears. You might have been food for wolves and weasels, but a man happened by who bore a gift for magic, a glyphic smile, and an enduring fondness for birds. Alright, we get a weird dude. A very weird dude. See you later, Constantine. Have a good night. And anybody that has not checked out Constantine, you definitely should. Is that one of them? The Thrixl? Can't easily tell, but... I mean, this one's wearing pants. I am not one of anyone, and certainly no one so unpleasant. I am called the Mothman. Yes, yes, it's the Mothman. Perfect. Fred Durst and the Mothman and their adventures. Okay. His articulations are uncomfortable on the eye, spider precise. Simply look at me, not whole human, but half and half better. I am man and more. He seems alright. Seeming is a weapon they'll wield like a sword. And that is a bright warning, pithy and true. Fortunately, as I have just finished saying, I am no Thrixl. Now forestall your misplaced animosity and listen. I found you 3 ensorcelled, wandering deep in the woods, removed from any reasonable roam. Where unreason reigns, Thrixl hide their aims. And that is one of mine, but you can use it. For one of my abilities, gathering you and waving away your enchantments, was a trifle. A matter of politeness, and he's also got this sick flow. And yet, the ones who cast these webs, they are not the dull drones they appear to be. They're imaginative. They expended thought on removing you. They must have deemed 3 flimsy birds dangerous to their designs. So I'm stuck with wondering, why would they think that? You must admit, it is a curious thing. None of this makes what do I know? Also curious about, as a Mothman, do you find fire hard to resist? Madhu? We have a flame guy. Who's apparently irresistible. The Mothman follows Sepphoris' eyes. He lifts his glance at the shadowy leaves. And that's when Sepphoris leaps! The Mothman doesn't seem to hurry, but Sepphoris tackles air. Tell me where Master Oat is. Tell me, you cursed thing. Ah, dear nestling, follow your own wings back, if you are brave. See what is heaping under the shroud, but be warned, you may once more wish your sight sweetly veiled. He turns to leave. Hey, Mothman, why should we believe you? You are lost in the woods, my dear. Whom you believe makes no difference. I like him. Oh, and the forest bleeds to black. I do suggest little birds flock together. You would never guess how many owls there are in a night. Sudden as the darkness clotted, the last light smears it away. They stand where a Mothman might never have been. You're gonna guess at least 6 owls. Yeah. Since you have the DLC, could you switch it to the Helix skin when you have a chance? I'll look and see what you mean. Did we eat, sleep? I'm sorry, Sephora's that name. Norbrook Oat, right? You shouted it when we were in the ruins. Someone special? You don't have to talk about it if it's Force whips around. It's okay. Norbrook Oat is who taught me the spear. Among other things, he made me hide. Hide? From the Thrixl. Came and they took him. Took everyone but me. Come on. See the wood's edge? Think we ought to head east. Hey, you think that guy really meant he was a moth man? Don't know why, but I kind of enjoyed his flair. Ah, the sad little eaglets. I shall stitch for them a hero name. They may someday need it. Name the company. Alright. I like the Kestrel Assembly is good. The Younglings of Diamond Wisdom is a little overwrought. Fly home, little birds. Yeah, I like this game a lot. It's got a neat flair to it for sure. Alright, so... gear? Customize. Theme, Flame Soul, Helix. Ah, I see. Okay. Just different styles of Flame Soul. Well, it's a curse. You don't get to pick which way the curse goes. Maybe you're a dragon one. Yeah. The Lizard Beam. Why wouldn't you name your water weapon the Lizard Beam? Don't worry, everyone's gonna get dumb bullshit like that. Or they'll die, to be fair. To be entirely fair, there are 2 options. And now we start doing the overworld stuff. So now we should probably get, like, regular random encounters for a while until the next big story beat. Bone Spear is secondary. Yup. Maddie walks with her nose in the Dread Compendium. You can read it? No, I'd like to meet someone who can. I used to gaze at the sketches. Burned those drawings into my brain as a kid. Saw my first Thrixl. It was like an image came off the pages. There's a dragon book I like the same way. Think dragons are real? But also, here's a question. Where'd you get that word, Thrixl? Master Norbrook used it. Believe it's wild speech. Norbrook came from hill painting people. I know a kid who used to devour things like this. Right, Fred? You read Old Curin? Oh, maybe, yeah. Problem is, there's 2 different letterings, and I'm good with one, but not the other. I'd probably need a desk and some work paper. Ah, brilliant young scholar, huh? Impressive. What else do you know? I mean, You can also tell me, though, Sephora's, what's the connection with Eldstone? Why'd you go there? The ruin? People said it was haunted. Gloam lights, fleeting noises, disappearances. rumors as I made my way home. It sounded like a likely spot. Storm catches their heels. In the end, I was half right. The Thrixl were there, but Master Norbrook wasn't. It latches on long enough to leave them soaked, then runs north. It's kind of embarrassing. You're 4 years older than me, but you've done 4 times as much. You fight these Lostlings, these Thrixl, or whatever. You're brave. We do what our hearts demand. Just like, you know, just gotta do what you gotta do. Can I have my bed shirt back? Sure, it's damp, but at least the book's dry-ish. Last thing I'm wondering is, your magic. It's my memory line? You both work magic in the room. Your mom's the lady that runs the print shop. Lyanna Durst, right? Does she know? Does she also have powers? My mom's in the afterlife, being doted on by broad-chested poets and sailing men. She can't pay attention to us anymore. Wow. Oh. Sorry. No. She's got all these, like, men after her, but in the afterlife. That's cool. For her to think she's happy where she is. I like to imagine that my mom is in heaven, boning right now. Okay, thanks, Fred. Not even sure how to answer you, though. When you do call something magic, it wasn't just using a thing. It was almost as simple as shaking hands. Like, shaking hands with creation. Right, Fred? Yeah. Something feels off right now. Do you feel that? What do you mean, off? I don't know. Weird. The air's tensing up. Something's moving up there. Should assume the worst. So, can you do magic? Or do you know how? Can you at least fight? Does a house dog know how to use a broom? No, she simply uses it. Because it's right. Thanks, Miss Durst. Uh-oh. Love triangle. Okay. This game is so good. We've got to do 2, right? I don't know, that's too funny to me. I need encouragement. Alright. Let's make this our soap opera. Fred, I have to tell you something. I'm not sure when or if I even... You want to give me your explicit blessing with him? Alright, I accept. With grace. The hero, Carrera, once told her apprentice that messy feelings make perfect loam for lives of story to grow. Let's survive and see what comes next. Maybe threesome. Oh, God. Maybe I could... God damn it. I don't know, let's just live. You know, not dying first is probably the correct way to go about this. Okay, so we're gonna put down... Oh, I thought that it would light... We needed to hit debris, wouldn't we? Oh, that was stupid of me. I was thinking that it would put some fire down, and then we could use Inner Fusion to get that. Well, that was dumb of me. Could Splinter Blast. God, it just extra sucks that we did that when we could have been on Sentinel. And then if they moved, we could just kill them.
This one does Wild Grasp or Splinter Blast again. What is the range on Splinter Blast? Yeah, that ability starts fires by hitting, like, a campfire, you know, like a log here or something, I think. Do that. Yeah, no fire. Go here, we can reach some of the views. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh wow, that's a big AoE. Sure. Should be able to get both. You bet. So now, let me see with one more thing since that's free. I'm gonna want a fire leash. That way, even if we didn't fully damage it, it would have still been on fire and taken damage for being in that square. Apparently, there's still more out there, huh? I don't want to go too far. Okay, we're gonna go into Sentinel mode here. Maybe it is up in that corner? Not much map either way. Oh, there's this whole... Oh, wow, I missed that whole side. Well, I'm not gonna... Yeah. I don't want to split the whole group, so I think we just leave these two here. Oh, there's one of them. Dweaver. Is that its... That's a... Yep, I am reading that right. A Dweaver, of course. Should have known it was a Dweaver. It looks like a Dweaver. withdraw from that. And instead, interfuse with... Those are both okay. Okay, steal fire, and we're just short, damn it. Discus were also short. Yep. Shit. Withdrawing doesn't really make sense because if we do that, like it's just gonna move closer to us anyways. And we'll want to like re-interfuse with them. Teleports object. Probably should have read that a minute ago. Go into that tree, huh? Let's wait and then have Fred come over here. Yeah. Get lanced. And then... huck a rock at it, but, like, magically? In a very whimsical way. There we go. Fox Seeker of Merlin Creek. A well-made bow, huh? Not really a bow kind of group, but sure. So these ones up our potency, these ones up our dodge. We're just gonna salvage those. Elden Ring taught you that rock is a very good spell. As it turns out, yeah. I mean, realistically, one of the best real-life spells that we have is Gun, which is essentially just really high-powered rocks. Scrambling to higher ground, leaving a wake of twisted Thrixl bodies. The three of them stand breathing hard. Late gray sun squeezes past the clouds. All gone? Think so. Getting out of here might be smart. Will we have light? Yeah. Silence wraps their party, until trudging steps start to sound like unsaid words. Sepphoris, Fred, can we talk? I want to say that this journey has been the most confusing, You have a thing for him, right? Oh god. We did this. Well, I mean, what am I gonna say? You should just both do what you want. Sepphoris, how do you feel about my sister? Oh, this is easy. How am I gonna say this? I don't know her heart, or yours, Fred. Flattering as it may be, serving as the crown in a dispute between my two princesses. This dull, damaged heart of mine belongs to you, Madhu. I'm starting to think it was always meant to. Oh, oh. Fred Durst spurned again. Whoa, God. I was just trying to figure out that it was someone else's turn to do the dishes. Uh-huh. But that, I mean, I like you too, Severus, a lot. Sorry. That's what I like to hear. You two, why don't you just go walk together? You can get me drinks when we go home to Devotamore. After a long, weather-struck road, two wandering hearts find their paths have washed together. Fred, young and so often careless, yearns suddenly for a detour, a solitary trip to the ravening, wish-eating sea, to lie down there a while and lose her longing. Poor Fred. Okay, so now we get tougher enemies. We now get Seekers. Cool. So early phases were just kind of like scouting areas. Later on, we're going to actually have to defend them. Or assault them. Don't have anyone to recruit yet. We could also go and, like, develop a place too, right? Now let's do one more fight. We're already here. All the sweltering stars. When the moon's gone, all the stars seem happier. Reminds me of a tavern hall before your face darkens the window. Shh, she doesn't know. Oh my god, being the third wheel with these two assholes would be real fun. Anyway, it's a good omen. The brightening stars. You believe in omens, Fred? No wonder why I went for your sister. Goddamn, rub it in. You start to spend enough time alone, start having conversations with existence, omens, signs, fortune. There's as much out there as you're willing to find. Maybe. The place is already developed. It was saying that we would get stuff if it was developed, so maybe you're right, I don't know. Only omen I'm listening to is my growling gut. So we've got different percentages for some reason. I wanted to do something with our new characters, but better odds is better odds. Of something, I guess. Sepphoris tries to remember the tale of the Star Woman, but ends up telling the story of Telestra Starborn instead. It's a good story. Okay. Fortitude, we got temporary health. Sure. Speaking of Elden Ring, it really feels like the magic in this campaign in particular is kind of astral in a lot of ways. Good to see you, Wildermyth. Did you ever play this game? This seems like it might be your kind of game. Things in here. We don't always want to have light. What do we got? Alright, we'll just go Sentinel. Doesn't make sense to open that door and not have any moves left. Did it for a little bit. liked it, never got back around to it. Yeah, it's a neat game. Don't really have anything to interfuse with here. I already have two anyway. Okay. Maybe I'll go all the way to the other side then. You can go back. What is in here? Just nothing? There we go. Hi, friends. A lot of great interfusion targets here. Gas, we just bone lance it forward. Cool. Eyes Rock, and you put about 18 hours into this, then put it on the back burner to wait for updates. Now would be a good time to step back. Yeah, I mean, they put in a roguelike mode and armor DLC. It's also apparently done now. Like, they said that they're not going to do any future work on it anymore. Yeah, barring bug fixes and such. Did our damage back. Let's let Madu go first. Then Sephoris. Go here. Alright, so what is Bone Spear versus the Lizard Beam? Damage 5, bonus potency, but a penalty to Charisma. Stunt damage 2, range same. Find an action point free stunt. Okay, it doesn't seem like we should change. Cone of Fire's similar. Alright. Damn! Alright, fair enough. Right, I forgot about the Lover's Vengeance thing, because if you defend somebody who you have a relationship with, you get bonuses. This game is really neat. There's some cool stuff in there. Huh. Potency would boost the fire, I believe. Yeah, I think so. God, and I get a Cone of Flame? Let's just go Sentinel. Now we're fine shooting through that, because I didn't want to break it. It's infused. Uh-oh. Stasis. Don't love that. Don't love this. more stasis. Okay, so we can remove the stasis. Then interfuse here. I can't do anything. Alright. Damn! She did more damage than our actual tank did. Okay, guess we're shooting. Like, 0 chance to hit, but... really lucky on taking damage. Cool. For general vibes, you would have expected this game to have a polyamory option. Oh, yeah. But then it causes balance concerns. The problem is that having too many partners would be very powerful. Yes. Which is kind of the sickest thing ever. Like, it kind of sucks they can't do it, but also it's pretty great. Yeah, poly option would have been interesting, but it would have been hard to implement for a bunch of reasons. Get extra warding and more potency. Huh. This is tough because, like, getting more potency is nice for our flame stuff, but everybody's already magic. Do we want to just have everyone be, you know, paper thin? There's a lot of defense that we remove. But also, like, the fire leans in with them because they can interfuse with it, and that's awesome. Guess. Alright. Now Seekers have armor. Yeah, it must be developed then. I could go back to that first spot, I guess. We should also get a chance to recruit more people soon. Sorry, I just needed to do something. Warding's probably also stronger here than the average. That's true, yeah. The Thrixl are real big into magic stuff. I'm guessing that there's a fair split, though. Just because of the fact that, again, balance issues, right? Oh! Getting these guys. The Unending War. God, what were these called again? The weird, like, undead machines. That was an interesting campaign. I liked it a lot. I don't want a lamp. Scalding Rain. Yeah, I have not seen one of these. I'm guessing that's like a armor's one? Or was this just a target? I guess so. Morthagi, right, yes. That's unfortunate. Was there a way to go back? I don't think there is, right? Yeah. Dang. There is? Okay. How do we undo our move then? Because, like, escape goes back. I can't remember. Undo in the top right. Okay, right. Yes. Okay. So obviously we need to pick a different angle to get them both. Maybe we can't get them both, but there we go. It is just Control Z. Alright, perfect. Hello, Flame. It's getting away. Awesome. I want to run Sephoris up there. Because I'd like to actually catch that thing. Oh, not swap weapon. Sure. Yeah, it's only for the moves, nothing else. Yeah. Which makes perfect sense. Oh, we're so close. Yeah. Do the shackle. And I guess go behind. Ouch. No. No. I'm taking damage just to see you. Hell yeah, alright. It's alright, little one. Can I tell Matu about you? Enchant our spear or get a legacy point. Right. The legacy points are really big. God, I don't know what the shadow effect does. We do already have water and artifact enhanced spears, so it's not like necessarily a big upgrade. I'm gonna take the point. Just had to play tag. Once you catch a spirit in a weapon, you can craft that type in the future. Oh! So in other words, I'd have to actually catch it, though, not let it go like that. Cool. Good to remember. Like, don't get me wrong, that's fine. I didn't need you to tell me, but it's very funny to me that now I'm like, oh, well, yep, that would have been good. Dang. Yeah, it makes your earlier weapons into higher tiers automatically. And I know that, but like, I'm like, oh, it's already enchanted. How much do I need the second enchantment on it? Fair enough. Shadow spears, but not shadow bows. Yeah. Gotcha. Force got kind of wrecked in that fight. Legacy points are not nothing to... Yeah, legacy points are useful. Definitely. Another armor. Time to salvage. Your enemies improve their strategies. Alright, better, more thoggy. You get Weldlings. Sure. Oh, no, that's added in. Gotcha. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, right. I forget how this works. Forgot that it just gave all of the various monster types cards, and you had to, like, worry about the main one, but also, like, weirdly enough, more thoggy could kind of get worse than the main villains. It'd be hard to do, but it's almost possible. Interesting. It's been how many days? Fall's practically done. Did we really wander all this way senseless? The fire carves light out of logs. Why do I feel like everything I knew before is long ago and far away? We were too used to comfort. You're just mad because you lost the battle for him. It's alright to feel that way. I'll tell you that. The world's opening up. There's struggle, but it's worthwhile. You're nicer than I used to think. One of those clinging nights that are hard to slip out of. Looks like we're getting our friend here. Mind if I get some more light? Not to kill your moment, but scoot over. Time wanders. Their piled tinder drains to a scatter of the most interesting pieces, the ones they're reluctant to burn. Fred's able to translate large sections of archaic text. A little later, but I just don't know if that's more of a picture book. There's a reverent quality to the way the Kiorans write about these monsters. It's beautifully considered, and there's aspects that are interesting, but I think it's time we all just lay our heads down. Who's this? Outlaws? Poachers? Character sheets. So we don't know... I don't remember Lunathia. This might have been a character that we... Yeah, this is a new character. I think? No, they've already got Silkstep. Silkstep Archery is what they start with, though, isn't it? Like level 1? Yeah. Maybe they died early on? That's very possible in an earlier run. So we can see history. Yeah. Fought more Thoggy with the evil sweepers. There we go. Died instantly is what happened. This character got wiped out. No, 17 monsters killed. Dang. It really reverted them. Because they're a folk hero. Yeah, they went a long ways. Huh. Interesting. Well, since she's been around for a while, she knows the girls. Evening to you three. If you're here to poach godlings, I'll let you know that we have a problem. It's for as clear as the shrinking fire in a bound. Behind me, you two. Wait, isn't that Lunathia? Didn't get promoted at the end, perhaps? It's been long enough that I don't remember all the mechanics, so hard to know. Forgive me, I remember your last name. Glad to see you're well, but it's Durst, by the way. But odd, you're all the way out here. From the Durst print shop, right? Okay, don't know your last name, but remember the Durst print... Yes, that's us. Lyanna Durst. We're the Dursts. It's Fred and Lyanna, obviously. This lady was obsessed with our mom. Wait, oh, Daughters of Lyanna, yeah. Like, that's Madu Durst, please. No, I just needed printing done. They introduced themselves around the fire. When I was last at your shop. Could have been too long. 2 circuits of the seasons. Ah, that's right. Got in a fight over something. Forget now what exactly it was. You remember that? Or just my money? My sister stole those fat, dry wild cherries from your pack whenever you'd come. She always looked forward to it. Ha, I blamed the mice. Well, good sneaking. Remember you two put my last book together after I went expecting your mom. Lyanna was always nice, wise, and all that, but you could see she had iron inside. No one I respected more. Still sorry she's gone. One time Oh. You need to stop talking about your dead mom. Oh, had a child. But nothing else. Huh. This is a weird character. Do you know the Thrixl? Oh, you know of them? You seen them? Where? Can you tell us? I was tracking a whole thream of them. Just drop some fantasy shit on you. Menacing creatures, sure. Although that's a great name for like a murder of crows. You get a thream of Thrixl. Like to take one down, but even I can curb my battle lust in the face of such numbers. Their heading was unmistakable. Sheerford. They're heading for our home. I was able to get around them, those Thrixl. Get a warning to the townsfolk. But going to by the tone of their response, I doubt they fled. I don't think they believed me. You have to lock in most relationships if you want them to persist between campaigns. Parent-child persists automatically. Okay, fair enough. Is this happening? How well do you know these lands? How well do I, Lunathia, the folk hero, know these lands? It's pretty great. Same night. Siblings too. Oh, perfect. So Madu is forever linked to Fred Durst. Perfect. Good for Madu. You were the hill painter who'd come to town sometimes. Got into bottles. Got into scraps. Sounds like me. Though I should clarify. I wasn't born among them, the hill painters. I was found in bad shape, rescued, and took to their way of life. Started collecting their lore, getting volumes printed, bringing it back to them. Got them printed by Madu's mother? Now I see. Yeah. Those two, Madu, Fred, raised by the most gracious woman in the world. Can only imagine it left a fury in them, losing her. You clearly have something else you want to ask. Yeah. I had a teacher far from here. Came from hill painting people. Norbrook Oat? Norbrook Oat? No, so it's no one I've ever heard of. So, I mean, he's definitely behind all this shit, right? Like, he's studying them, he let them go, he's trying to use them, it's gotta be. Can you kill Thrixl? Yeah, Thrixl, if that's what it's needed. My adopted people have legends of Thrixl. But legends is all you thought they were. Those legends include a Mothman? Wait, you're gonna say you met the Mothman? Wait, you too? By all and any gods, you're loopy, aren't you? The Mothman. Now that is a tall tale. He's real, man. Okay, listen. Listen, motherfuckers. North America's big. There could be all kinds of shit in the woods. Like, I don't know, Bigfoot's kind of like just a big bear. Saying that can't exist? Could. Fred not getting away from me. I think that's in part to make sure the game doesn't try to generate relationships between those characters. Yeah, it makes sense. The Mudwiles has been revealed. Right, so we need to, like, cleanse this one? Because it's infested. Hey, where'd Fred go? I usually know where she goes. Should she be back now? Might be we overshot some, or she did. Should we backtrack? This peddler may know. Oh, peddler. Ooh. Pardon us, Lord Bauble Seller. What are you doing, Madu? We're wondering if you've seen a lady pass this way. She's kind of mystical looking. Yeah, you could call Fred Durst a little mystical looking. Firstly, I'm not selling anything. Could have been any time in the past couple days. Where are you coming from? Wait. We left Fred alone in the woods for a couple days? But you never saw her? Sorry, no, but listen. You left your friend in the woods for days. What are you doing? Of course you didn't find her again. What the fuck's wrong with you? Fred went scouting ahead. For days? Days is a lot. Uh-oh. I don't know what's gotten into them, but it's not safe. I've packed my things and I'm heading out. Oh, God. That's a lot darker than a bauble cellar. Gotta get away from the lovebirds, I guess. Ominous man. In any case, so you better pick up the pace. Yeah. It's a little village, but it's like all packed and left. From a gully among the rocks rises a brief gust of voices. Hear that? Come, great one. Yes, right. I remember this event. I think I had this before. I'm too ugly, aren't I? Hush, Fred. Shut up, Fred Durst. You be nice to yourself. You're not as bad as people say. Fred? The urgent cries and amber torchlight are easy to follow in an otherwise still night. Fred's cage is makeshift, but sturdy. This is a sacrifice, isn't it? Shh. It's not if we stop it. Or we could just let it happen. Do you kind of wish that legacy relationships would default, though? Yeah. Let's be reasonable. We have the unreasonable one in a cage already. Trying to get us all killed, stranger, or just yourself? The opposite. See, you put Fred Durst in a cage. Me and her happen to be related, so for better or worse, I have to stand up for her. Get it? Even if we want her to die in a cage, sacrificed to some elder god or whatever. It's the price of survival. Our own are not exempt. The Great One demands sacrifice. We have no choice but to oblige. Fred Durst must go in the volcano. No choice at all? What are you saying? What's this Great One? On which note, do we want to lock the relationship between Matter and Sephoris? They've just barely met. It's like a couple months. Stop pressuring them, chat. Jesus Christ. Like, maybe they're made for each other, or maybe it's like, a couple month thing. You haven't seen it. The Great One. It comes with a host of shadow-spinning horrors, monsters. It burns, it eats. Or else it rages and kills across the countryside. So fine, we'll kill it. Huh? We'll kill it. Will we? Sure. You really mean it? You'll stand in its way and do battle with this deadly monster? Why? I don't know. How deadly is it? I mean, it is Fred Durst in this cage, right? Either way, yeah. It's just a different way of sacrifice. Now we have to fight the Great One. No, we don't. We could just leave still, actually. As it turns out, they all went home. We could just go. Look, you just want to know their Facebook status. It's complicated. You know, there's still the sister there. The Great One. A torturous crackling accompanies its torquing gait. The sound of stone heating till it breaks. A ripping hot roar, as from a black furnace, flows forth. That seems pretty bad for us. Holy shit. Okay. Magic arm guy's pretty good. So we're fighting some manner of god now. More I think of like a weird demon. I wouldn't say it's anywhere near the power of a god. We're gonna start fighting those a lot on the regular as we get like late into the campaign. We're not strong enough to be fighting no gods yet. Minor demon. Go here. Fire gets pretty wild. Yeah, you can start doing some shit with it for sure. I might have wanted to extinguish that, actually. It's a little close. It could spread. Yeah, I can't get anywhere near far enough. Let's interfuse with... do a wild grasp. Let's do it with one of the fires, because then it doesn't go out immediately and I can move it. Should have maybe done it with the one that was next to us, though. Yeah, it's cool that you can use the mystics to scout by interfusing. Hi. I would like to pull you away. Well, that's unfortunate. Speaking of unfortunate... Huh. Steal the fire. Oh, right. That would go through. Damn. Forgot that it, like, floats up and through, so it'll hit everybody. Useful other times. Not so much right now. Guess we'll shred armor. Okay. Good. Awesome. Alright, alright. Now we just have to worry about the Great One. Blind them. Draw from that because it's too far away. increases our range. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Yup. Unfortunate. Pull us right in. Dang. Unfortunate again. Let's interfuse with one of these. And I'd flare, but I think it's just... Yeah, death. No? I thought I took damage from being there. Nobody let him know that we had that counter-attack on range. That was nice. Travel Traft with Soft Haspin. Okay. This one is more dodge and warding, but lower speed? I think that I like the one that we have already. We'll just salvage this. Ah, Fred Durst is now a Bloodhorn Mystic. Okay, that's what causes fire to not burn out while interfused. I thought that was just basic and included. I was surprised when it went away at that one point, one of the turns. Interesting. Splinter Salvo and Infernal Rain. We can interfuse with an enemy. I do really like that when we have our fire friend here. So I guess we'll Elementalist. And you did Indignance. Base damage and range increased by 1. Ooh. So that means anything that comes within 2 squares of this character takes 2 damage immediately. It's not bad. Soul Splitting's really nice too. Maybe I get that actually. Because I think that upgrades are more common once you have the base. And this just works so well with like being this kind of frontline magic tank. Then we'd want to get Open Mind also, so we can just negate more damage. Man. Well, we have an idea. We want like 3 of the abilities on that page. The Great One is extinguished, reduced to ash. Its minions are dead or scattered. Fred and the rest make a wary return from the cave in the gully. Hey, Madu? Thanks. No problem, Fred Durst. You're looking out for me, alright? What else would I be talking about? Taking that dipshit Sephoris off of your hands? I don't like him. Dawn climbs onto the distant hills as the old village spokeswoman sheepishly approaches, trailing a young man with fiery eyes. I feel like we've had this character before. Maybe not? His name is Hamuin. My parents were among the first sacrificed to that thing by this woman and her posse. We all wound up under their thumb. In any case, you've broken their power, and we've wrested our homes back. Ooh. Nice. As the morning stretches, Fred and the others head out, refusing an offer to stay in favor of getting on the road. The people here will be strong, believing in the courage of the Kestrel Assembly. The lair of the Great One will be overgrown with flowers, a memorial to the innocents who died there. The story will ring through generations. 3 legacy points. Nice. Okay, now we get a bard. So probably does some weird status effect stuff. I can't remember the Thrixl that well. Time for the big event. End of chapter. We could wait, try and heal up a little bit. Might not be a bad idea. We definitely do not want a death right now. Dang. So we could cancel one of these if we want. Should heal up by the time we get there. Alright. Falcon Mill. That old guy would always scowl when he saw me on the road. A bitter, endlessly prankable man. It's horribly quiet. This is what it's like, coming home? No, it's not right. This chimney smoke can't be abandoned. Nothing appears out of place. There's no damage. The only sounds are boot scrapes, feeble breeze, and their own talk. I'm genuinely afraid for these people. It all might be fine. No birds. Into the town center they file. A cloud-cased sun renders the world in dreary, bloodless hues. Oh, visitors! Alright. Who's that? The mayor. At least she's... Welcome to Sheerford. This is one of the towns. What are you saying, one of the towns? It's definitely one of the towns that exist. Right? Hey. Schoolmistress, you look sick. Did you try to make pickles again? They're disgusting. See, Fred gets it. They seem enchanted, right? A rasping noise starts, stutters, and skips. It comes from nowhere and everywhere. Hello, fellow humans. It is I, Human Mayor. Yeah, as if a cat snagging his claws through the fabric of creation. Reality snaps, runs, and violently curls. Bits of truth begin leaking into view. Is that a person? It's the miller. Old Cob Baron Falcon. The Mothman warned us what we'd see. There's so many flies. Death! We have to run! Death! Finally, the real town of Sheerford spills into view, like a half-eaten corpse dumped from its shroud. Back, old fool! Hide! You bugs should have stayed hidden. The horrors are far from done. By any and all gods, it stumbles through fly clouds. Norbrook? Master Oat! Norbrook Oat, are you... Careful, I don't think he's himself. Fear and chaos descend. Okay, Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he's not what's behind it. I mean... Ooh, the remains of his face are unmistakable, but no dream lights his dead eyes. Fair enough. That's a lot of enemies. 3 do I want to hit? Let's light up the old master, I guess. Okay. Nice. That's good. Alright, cooked him. Master Oat, do you even know me? He's kind of busy being on a fire. Still too much arm, boy. Power from the trunk. Your way looks dumb. Your elbow's flying like a kite. Here I come. I love that he just has the firearm. He wasn't always a firearmed youth. It is one of the funny things. They can't get all of, like, the origin stories right. Like, this character, in their first adventure, would have gotten it when they were, like, in their 30s, kind of thing. Master Oat, I'm sorry. I keep fixing one thing and screwing up another. We fall down all the time. That's why we get good at things. Perfection's a long way off, but if we keep tripping forward and get closer and closer. And now he's burning and screaming. Ooh. Alright then. They're legends. They shift a little in the telling. Yeah, exactly. Sure. Oh, we just get it short, huh? Dang. It might block off some area, though, which is kind of nice still. Let's make it harder for that thing to walk. And scout ahead. Uh-oh. More stuff coming in from in there. Jesus. Stridulation. That's a lot of stuff. Oh my god. That's a lot, actually. Second. What was controls? 'Cause there's definitely a way to, like, turn the map. Comics, campaign. Okay, so that, yeah. In mission, pan forward, backwards, left, right. Select heroes. There was an orbit control? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's shift. I don't know what orbit up would be. So, yeah, that's not... I thought we could do more than that. This is like skewing it weirdly. Well, it works, I guess. Okay, I want her to go back there. Like, no good options. We want the intimidation person to go up front. Interfuse with this blaze if we want. That'll end our turn, so we don't want to do that. Can't actually hit that either. Damn. Okay, so fire leash this one. Keep leaping fires back and forth. Now we have to worry about that. Move the fire onto him. Okay, if we go Sepphoris, everyone's in his way. I want to be able to get Sepphoris to Cone of Flame that direction. We're stuck with that one. Matu is not interfused with anything anymore. Okay. Yeah, Sepphoris got knocked into a fire. Our fire person got knocked into a fire. Discus. Scalding Rain. Clay Pot would have been useful earlier. What's that? Thinking about a lot of things. Okay, one there. Interfuse again. Okay. That'll do Warding Shred. Okay. Can we just leave first? Apparently so. Can't hit both things. Oh, never mind. It was hitting them. They didn't wiggle like they should. So now we've got Fred Durst, who can fire leash this direction if they want. Don't necessarily kill this though. I'd have to land it on it. Sure, let's try. And you... They have a lot of armor, so I should probably hit one of these. Go for this one. Other one's got cover. Dang. Broke the clay pot. That's kind of funny. We need a way to shred armor off of them. Is there anything that we can interfuse that does that? Like Splinter Blast? Oh, are we just not able to get both of them? Sick. Oh, alright. Go for this one. Nice. I love this counterattack. Nice. So I wanted to move there so that I could have everybody in a square. That way, if we take any range, Lunathia? Yeah, Lunathia can hit. And... nice. Whew. I was really worried about that for a moment. The start of that fight was a little scary. Just a bit. Dark Branch. Tier 1 wand. Spell damage from hoarding. Seems like a thing for Fred Durst. Swift actions, force shreds 4 of a foe's armor with his weapon. That's kinda nice. It adds potency. Because we saw we were having trouble with shielded enemies. We don't have anybody that can rip that apart yet. So if we're stuck with like discus damage, like throwing stones, it's gonna hit their armor and we're not able to deal with that well. That being said, we could do more Flame Soul. Scales twice as much. Oof. Heroism's also amazing at one point. Gives you like a panic button. Flame Soul Plus is pretty hot. Can see they suffer as they die. That's some satisfaction. Starting to be that I can't remember a world without this mess. Have to hope it's not as bad as it looks. As the fighting ends, the final threads of Thrixl madness fly to the winds. There are survivors. Look. Now people begin to filter from their cold homes in confusion. Poor old Cobb Baron Falcon's lying out here. His knife's got that inky blood on it. Couldn't fool him, could they? They'll gather the living and bury the bodies. The majority well into the process of decay. By night, most have had a chance to remember themselves, try to piece together what happened. An impromptu council is held in the home of the schoolmaster. Under their spell, it just all made sense. At least the bits and images we remember feel solid. All us old folks, they let live, left us in charge, maybe to fool passers through, and the young ones, they took. What'd they do with them? I'd bow to any god who knows. Callie, Dolan, Cheshrick, Spurland. All these Gen Z middle-aged people. Naming their kids Spurland. Luna. Okay, well, Moth and Luna was the name of this, I thought. Right away like cattle. The Thrixl took them. So they didn't kill them? What do they want? Why Sheerford? Why kids? Goal of one puzzle. It's just the first piece to an X. Hate thinking what might have happened. It's on us still, isn't it, to save them. They resolve to search for the missing ones, the young. There will be no peace, no joy, no relief. A season of terrible hoping will follow. I have a cat in the way. Spring has passed, huh? Hi, buddy. I know. Okay. So the faster that you do things, you get better chances to, like, stop them from getting really powerful. But obviously then you're not getting your own powerful stuff. So there's always that, like, give and take with the campaigns. This game's really clever in a lot of ways. The very night of the battle, Sephiroth flamed the twisted body of his one-time mentor in a fallow field. You gave me so much. Don't think for a moment that I'm not grateful. He wouldn't stop working to clean the town up. He'd scour hardest for signs of the lost. Lunathia sought the help of her people, the Hellpainters, to look for the missing ones of Sheerford. Baldric Goldenfire was the most skilled tracker she knew. Baldric could only speak to what he hadn't seen, mark of any passage. Remember, though, Thrixl are unlike other quarry. The province of all sense and sign may be in their governance. Well, stay watchful. The weather that season was bright and perfect, but it only saddened those left to see it. Nadu and Fred made a rapid study of anything they could find, anything that might relate to the Thrixl or their aims. Hey, little duck, little Fred. What is it, Cricket? The power we've discovered, it feels so sudden and dangerous. We'll be able to stay on the right path, won't we? I worry about myself. And you? What if we got dark Fred Durst? Talking about our mystical whatever? Yeah, I hear you. For me, it's... Well, it takes the joy out of being magical. All the ruin, the death, the missing ones. I don't know if I've ever felt this focused. I think there's some answer we're definitely missing, but... Disagree? Oh no, my mind wandered. I'm just worried. Days are passing. I'm not finding anything useful. Yeah, me neither. Aha! Alright, we transform more. Yes or no? Advance Sephiroth's transformation. So now they wouldn't be able to use their weapon anymore, though. 10 to 13 damage is a fuck ton of damage, though. Sure. We'll just give in to a little more fire madness. Yeah, no more weapons for Sephoris. So now we can, like, craft better ones. Costs those legacy points and a bunch of, like, things that we found on the way. Whatever resources. We might want the mage plate. The spare bolting, like the more armor on our character that's kind of the tank mage. This also ups our warding. Witching sheaves. That's so good. Goddamn. And it gives you witch veiling. When she's reduced to half her health, she becomes hidden. Neat. Dang, that's cool. Seems strong. Runic. Extra stun chance, which is basically crits. Crits have a lot of extra effects in this game, though. Feral Memory. Gain extra potency at half health. Oh, we can craft it with extra LP. Huh. Two LP to get witching sheaves? Kestrel Wing. I'm not going to spend 8 LP, but I'm just... I could go for this. I've always been really bad about spending my LP. Oh, well, my cat just rolled his ass onto my mouse and clicked the button for me, so I guess we're good. We could go back, I think. Nope. Because it's going back to the comics. Thanks, bud. You did a great job. Exhausting other avenues, hoping to find... Hope of finding the young folk has fallen to scattered quarry and ill-inspired quest. It's like trying to hunt your favorite cloud from a day last spring. Hope is gone. When you say things like that, it makes me think we're bound to find something. I think so. It costs, what, 10 LP per character that you want to take to a new adventure? It's something like that. Like, I remember that there was a reason to hold a bunch of it for the end of the game. See that silvery stuff on the ground? Molting, maybe it's... Yeah, that's all I've really found. So I'd say the Thrixl haven't been here in some time. Maybe my life's consigned to futile searches. It's not to save them for future campaigns, but to level up their legacies. Okay. Something like that. Or maybe you only have to open your beak, little bird, and whistle for a favor. Scouring for lost chicks, I take it? I don't believe it. It's the Mothman. 10 LP for promotion. Okay. Take a good long look. I am well worth seeing. He knows it. Mothman knows how to work it. I'm beginning to take to you, I admit. Oh, winning over Sephora's. This fetching man. This hat, I find, is quite irresistible. But as the badger often says before breakfast, shall we get to eggs? Or did we wake only to bark and mud-muddle? What the fuck are you talking about, Mothman? Hi. You have something to share? Have I not made that clear? No, not really. But you do so provoke me to prattle. I'm in a bit of a rush myself. It seems like it. Dauntless and wanderlorn by my very nature, the idea was a weather-sown seed. I felt called to take myself far south, where rose plums grow wild, and that is how I happened upon these chicks of yours. I saw them there, huddled and afraid, and dwindling in number. It is not a good place where they are. You saw them? And you didn't help them? You seem to assume I can walk into any den of Thrixl and simply rifle through the cupboards. I am flattered, but must humbly admit my talents have limits. Remember your own limits too, precocious birds. Your enemy is well beyond you. A fire might grow forever, swallow everything, if no one's willing to carry water into the flames. Alright, fireman, Jesus. Fire metaphors? I've tarried much too long. By Numana Smelter South in the Woods Marsh, an ancient glimmer scene lies in a hidden hollow. Glimmer what? Glimmer scene. I shall explain more in a moment, but first, here, you must look for the trees that I mark with my mark on them. I leave it now upon this stone. Alright, Mothman sign. And then he went away. As if there weren't lives in the balance, I'd say we should be tracking that Mothman instead. Long journey, but makeable. Yes, but glimmer what? The passage of time will cost lives, but clearing Thrixl sites will disrupt the enemy's webs and help more folks survive. They'll leave as soon as they can. Every idle moment is haunted by loss. I was gonna say, now's a good time. I should pull these out. Oh, no, this is not for you. All monster groups are drawn extra card every battle. Okay. Recently... Oh.
I just gave Misha some, so... There.
Giving him a treat. Wow. Didn't even make him work for it. Since we were talking about Mothman so much, Aether Altars, who is a great member of the community, Emily Doms, did most of the emotes and, like, various other pieces of art for the stream, does pins all the time, and specifically has, like, a whole bunch of monster cats, like cryptid cats, and I just got the most recent Kickstarter. It's got, like, Cat Jackalope, and, the Fresno, Nightcrawler. Oh, hi. This is not food. These are really hard to open with one hand. It really hurts. We got little bean crawler. And I got a Persy Devil also. From her little campaign. They're really cool. I think that she has them in the Discord, actually. Where you can order, like, I think that she has something like 10 or 12 designs now across a couple of Kickstarters at this point. Let's get a new person. Alright, who will investigate? So we can send people out in groups. Should probably level up the characters that are lower, not Sepphoris. So we could recruit with just Sepphoris. And at the same time, send other people out to do something else. Okay. Hi, buddy. Good boy. Injured? Are you okay? Yeah, I hurt myself pretty bad. I fell off my bike. Okay, that one actually has a cost. Oh, they both do. Right, okay. I forgot that was the downside of it. Shoot. Okay, so we can cancel that. Gotcha. I mean, it's nice to have, like, 5 at least, though. Yeah, I fell off my bike. I broke this finger, kind of. I dislocated it. It was very, very nasty. Threw out my shoulder really bad. Fucked up my ankle. I'm just kind of a mess. Got an ambulance. Still gotta wait for that bill. And now I am playing games that require one hand and are slow. Because I cannot react. I can't hold a controller or anything either. Okay, fine, let's do that. We should recruit somebody else. Alright, we have a goofish loner. Does somebody want to get a name? Well, we could pick from Legacy. See you later, Matafino. Wow, 5 hours? Woof. Yeah, you really should get some sleep. We're not going to go for too much longer either. It's pretty late here. Or we could pick from Legacy. Yeah, sleep isn't a bad idea. Ooh, we had Genie Problems. So we could bring back Eugenie P. Roblem. Lot of mystics. Good lord. Do we get to choose? I think that when we recruit them... we can, like, choose once they get a level which direction they go. It might give us, like, 2 options out of the 3 at that point. Just hoping for somebody like a hunter again, or like another frontliner. Here, we'll just do this. The land cries for a Zoltan. Alright. Listen, what if I told you that my father was a renowned cowherd? Coward? Dang. Not because good with cattle. Because he beat a bull god in combat and won him good fortune. Uh-huh. I think I've heard that story. My blood is the blood of exceptional people. Oh, no. Been searching for a chance to prove that my blood's good. What? Let me join you. It would be an honor. I don't think... Can I live up to the long line of Zoltans? I really like the double weapon, like, melee hunter. But I should maybe get somebody who's actually a tank. Like, Sepphoris is now just a fighter guy. So he's kind of almost a wizard tank himself. Or like a wizard tank. A wizard, like... fighter? He's not even really a tank at this point. He's mostly damage. We have a weird group right now. I do like how flexible this game can be about that stuff. Let's go with Warrior. Be a change for Zoltan. Right, so then it'll take a while to get the recruit. Strength is 5. Probably deal with that. On the road to Shaylin's smithy. And that's why they call it a road trip, get it? Now's when you're supposed to laugh. You even listening to me? Yeah, as long as I'm not laughing. You ever think about farming? Supposing you were born in another place or time, if instead of trails and battle, your life consisted of ponderous hours tending to your fields, what would you choose to grow? I feel like there are definitely less transformations that lend themselves to tanking than damage. Yes. Yeah, most of the transformations seem to be very, like, double-edged sword. You become, like, a glass cannon most of the time. I know, fire peppers. Kind of make your hair fall out. Yeah, alright. That's what I expect from you. Not getting too predictable. For me, I always like those little stick things. What do you call them? Asparaguses? You do really like them. Hey, Madu, what about you? What would you grow? Huh? Guess I'd... Beans? Grow goats? What makes you think I'd be a fucking farmer? You said I had some land, right? Yeah. So, like, what if I built a giant maze? Not the boring kind. One with traps and funny gags. Don't fall in the slime pit, kiddos. Watch out for the bone beasts, Grandpa. Whoa, wait. Madu, why are you making Nickelodeon in the Middle Ages? Beans. Oh, sorry, Matafino, I didn't see. Thought you went to bed. You're making Gak instead. That's better. Trust me. Remind me never to visit you when this is all over. Is that a joke Fred was doing? Honestly, I wasn't listening. Nice. Chance to stunt. Yeah, so I think that choice is just that binary, like, pick up a +2 something. Yeah, crit chance is really nice in this game, though. God. Finger's really starting to hurt. That. And sure. Constrict. Sure. Rather hobble that. Had to go inside to shoot that one. Unfortunate. We could put a fire in front here. And just kind of block them off a little bit. Can't fire leash through both of them. Nice. Remove stasis does not take a whole turn. Seems like a good idea then. Scout ahead a little bit. Don't love these interfusions. Great. So I probably should have looked at that first. Get to do that. Wall. Oh, there was one behind them. That's what I thought. I saw something over there. Damn it. Well, that's unfortunate. I really want to be adjacent to any of these interfusions. Okay. 34%. Really? Dang. If I go there, 76%. Uh-oh. Well, let's make sure that we kill that. Come on, get out of here. Actually, there's nothing else in that room. Looks like we're good. Bone lance? Sure. Gotten lucky so far. This thing didn't come after us immediately. You're on these two. Okay. Sure. That, withdraw from that, because it's a million miles away. And you go all the way over here. Still hasn't... Can't believe that hasn't aggroed. Nice. Fair enough. That went exceptionally well. Extra speed. Let's give it to Fred Durst. Well, if anything, I kind of feel like the Huntress probably wants speed. Maybe I'm wrong about that. They're already the fastest. Yeah, probably. Seeker level 2, huh? Great. Plus 40 days. Okay, we stalled them for a while. Gotcha. Secure Shaylin Smithy. Find an item or work fast. We can just go for the item, I think. If I remember correctly, recruiting takes a long time. So we're ways off from needing the whole crew. One thing you're not clear on is how speed translates to overland movement speed. Right, yeah, I remember there's some kind of relationship there, but it's... couldn't really tell you. Pine Staff of Stark Trail. I think we just get rid of the Tier 0 wand. Sure. Thinking that we get rid of the wand there because I don't know if we want that character to have a spear or be more of a caster. Like, potency doesn't seem to affect indignance. No, 1 plus 1/3 potency. Never mind. Okay, so we do want potency. Did soul splitting get affected by that? No. It's not affected by anything. I believe hunters have a bonus to overland movement the way that overshadows any stat-based difference. Probably. Well, probably time for us to explore. And I would say that now that we have this character, we're good to leave it here for tonight. It's after 12. I need to get to bed a little earlier. As a swift action, Sorius can start a fire on an empty tile, break a piece of adjacent scenery. Melee attacks cost only 1 action. Interesting. I was hoping to have this character as more of a tank, but that's a really good aggressive ability. Shield Shear seems like it would be a good tank one. Yeah, Battle Dance really wants to be paired with a swift action move. Exactly. Like something like Shield Shear. We could smash things the Thrixl and Interfuse, that's true. Generally, I tend to just hit the Thrixl. That tends to stop the interfusing problem. I'm a little more direct in my approach, but you're probably right. That's not a bad idea. Thing is, the bonus damage is plus potency. I don't really want another potent warrior, right? Like, that's what our Sephoris already is. This is a valid strat. No, it seems like it. Yeah, totally. I don't disagree. I just don't know that it fits what I'm doing, especially when I have Sephoris already doing similar things. Like, Sephoris can also do the burn, which will destroy scenery. And is more set up for all that anyway. Oh, killing the Thrixl instead is a valid strat. Yes, that too. We'll find some free actions later, I'm sure. There. I think that if we had told them to scout, they'd wait for them. I guess they kind of have to wait for them now anyway. Take 21 days to do this. Oh, you're right. Sorry. Gotta get our Zoltan. Just Zoltan, thank you. I feel like Zoltan's got a beard. Maybe just the goatee. Yeah, Zoltan's a goatee guy. Ooh. Not bad. Uh-huh. That's not a bad one. Feel like longer hair, definitely. Getting major dude vibes. I don't think Zoltan is the dude. What was the one I was looking at? It's like a mid one like that. Yeah, not those. Definitely not that. Shit. Wasn't this? This one is way too hippie. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah. That's more what I'm looking at. That's Zoltan. I think it might have been this one. Yeah, it's kind of close. This one's way better for that. Is there another one, maybe even more? I think This is probably the one that we want. Not bad. Ooh. Well, some of these have a vibe. God. The options in this game are great. Okay. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Dang. Does Zoltan need a beard if we do this? I wish that we could just do a mustache. I really wish we could just do a mustache. We definitely... bushy eyebrows for sure. How bushy? Yes. Ooh, okay. Let's go back to that other one. Alright, yeah. Yeah, we'll do this. God, the head shapes even. Pretty sure the mods are largely cosmetic. That's true, we could probably get a mustache mod in. I think this is good though. That's a Zoltan. I said I was gonna be going to bed. This game's so good. And we could just finish this one. Curiosity and cats. Alright, I'm gonna save and quit here though, and we will start with a cat adventure the next time that we play this, because I'll go through the campaign. I'm probably gonna have like a week or two where I'm pretty messed up, so hopefully it doesn't wreck too many plans for the stream, but yeah, we can make the best of it. There's lots of other games we get to play. I'll probably do NetHack tomorrow, because that was our close runner-up for what to play today. But other than that, have a good night, everybody, and I will see you tomorrow. Also, don't go away, because I'm going to host you over to somebody else. Let's see who's around. Huh, my YouTube must have crashed. Interesting. Yo, this is great. Death Umbrella, who we've rated a few times in the past, is playing one of my favorite games for story-based games, Outer Wilds. First time, no spoilers. That's rad, because, man, Outer Wilds has some wild spoilers. Let's go check that out, and I'll see you all soon.